Take the exit. Turn right into the drive-thru.
Nope, I'm making dinner tonight.
You don't have time. Josh has practice.
Oh, that's right. I'll just get a salad.
And fries?
No, just the salad.
But salad cancels fries.
Salad only.
Fries.
Salad.
Fries.
Food noise isn't fair, but Mochi Health is. The affordable GLP-1 source that puts you on the road to successful weight loss.
Hey, can I get the...
Fries.
Salad. Sorry.
Learn more at joinmochi.com. Mochi members have access to licensed physicians and nutritionists. Results may vary.
Attention, flight away passengers. Alright, let me say this properly. The next time you fly with Fly Dubai, you might hear a familiar voice. Yes, mine. Unbox the podcast with Sahar is now available on board. So imagine this. You're in the sky, somewhere between where you are now and where you are going, and at the same time, you're traveling within yourself. No downloads, no planning, just press play. And yes, I'm officially your flight companion now. So the next time you fly, let us travel together to new places, new thoughts, new perspective, and deeper awareness. See you on board. Most of your overthinking isn't about making the decision itself. It is about not trusting what you already know, because the decision is already clear within you. Welcome back to Unbox the podcast. I'm Sahar Hunedi Palmer, and this season we're exploring the courage to be you. Show up, stay true. Today I want to talk about the decision-making process, not as strategy, not options, not pros and cons, but what actually happens internally when you know what to do, but still do not act. This is where many people lose themselves again. They reconnect with their intuition, they begin to see clearly, but when the time comes to act, they hesitate. They go back to overthinking, they go back into doubt, and they start asking themselves, what if I'm wrong? So let's bring this back to something very real and very practical. What is really happening when you overthink? Overthinking is not a thinking problem. It's a misalignment problem. Within the BEMA methodology, when your body, emotions, and mind are not working together, one dimension tries to take control or dominates the others. If it is your mind, for example, your body may already feel tight or unsettled. Your emotions may already be telling you that something is not right, but your mind steps in and tries to analyze, justify, and delay. It creates more questions instead of recognizing what is already there. So you stay in a loop, not because you don't know, but because your internal system, what I refer to as the 4 dimensions of change, is not in agreement, and if your emotional dimension is the one that is overruling, your mind may know what to do, but your emotions, for example, fear, override your mind. Your emotions stop you from taking action. When you're aligned, decisions don't feel forced. Now, let me show you the difference. When you're aligned, no one dimension is louder than the other. They're all in balance within a functional, healthy range. Your body is not resisting. Your emotions are not contradicting. And your mind is not overcompensating. There is no internal negotiation. And when that happens, the decision doesn't feel like something you're trying to figure out. It's already there, and you recognize it. This doesn't mean it feels easy. It means it feels clearer, and action becomes a natural progression. There can still be fear, but there's no confusion, and that's the difference. And it is where most people misunderstand clarity. Clarity is not something you wait for. It is something you recognize when your internal system is no longer in conflict. This is really at the crux of Unbox mentoring. So let me say it again. Clarity is not something you wait for. It is something you recognize when your internal system, the 4 dimensions, are no longer in conflict. So here's the point where decision becomes clear. I see this often with clients.
Owning a home is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. And when something breaks, it can feel like the whole day unravels. That's why HomeServe exists. For as little as $4.99 a month, you'll always have someone to call. A trusted professional ready to help, bringing peace of mind to 4.5 million homeowners nationwide. For plans starting at just $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
They come to a decision point. It could be leaving a role, stepping into something more visible, or changing direction in their business. Equally, this can be in their life. When they're not aligned, they will list everything. They will analyze every scenario. They will ask for multiple options. Their body is tense, their emotions are unsettled, and their mind is trying to hold everything together. Very often, it's because they value logic over intuition. But when alignment happens, something shifts. Their language becomes simpler, more coherent. Their body feels grounded. They say the decision almost casually. And even when there's fear, they still move, they act, they make that decision. Because the internal conflict has been resolved. Decisions create direction. Now, here's where decisions become strategic. When your decision is the result of being aligned, your direction, dare I say naturally, becomes clear. And when your direction is clear, everything else follows. I want you to understand something that is really important. Alignment begins within you. When you're clear within yourself, your goals become precise. When your goal is precise, who you're communicating with becomes also precise. You know exactly who you're speaking to, and when all that is aligned, your message becomes coherent. If your message feels scattered, it's not a communication problem. It's a misalignment between who you are, what you're aiming for, and who you're trying to communicate with. Now, let's talk about leadership and visibility to take it into a business dimension. This is a trendy topic at the moment. And this is where visibility gets misunderstood. Visibility isn't an egocentric goal. It is not about being seen as a leader. It's about communicating with integrity and coherence. When you're aligned, you don't speak to everyone. You focus like a laser beam. You're not trying to reach more people. Your aim is to reach the right people. When visibility becomes misalignment, it feels like noise. When it comes from coherence, it feels precise, genuine, and sustainable. Your leadership becomes clear. And here's the real shift. Stop waiting for certainty. Start recognizing alignment. When your body, emotions, and mind are no longer contradicting each other, the decision is already clear. Your role is not to force it. Your role is to act on it. If you are at a point where you are making decisions but still second-guessing yourself, this is exactly where deeper clarity is needed. My strategic clarity session is designed for individuals who want to understand what is happening internally so that they can move forward without confusion. And if you are building a platform, a brand, or a visible presence, the strategic brand clarity session focuses on aligning your identity, your message, and your audience So your visibility becomes clear and consistent. Both are grounded in the BEMA methodology, and both are about helping you move from overthinking into aligned action. I want to leave you with this. The decision you are delaying, is it truly unclear? Or is it already clear, but you're not trusting yourself enough to follow it? If that's the case, remember this. Have the courage to be you. Show up for you and stay true to yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me on Unbox the podcast. If this episode gave you clarity, please follow and subscribe. We're building this season step by step, episode by episode. And if someone you know is stuck in overthinking right now, please share this episode with them. It might be exactly what they need to hear. And by the way, you will find more tools and resources at my eGrowth page on saharhunaidi.com. We meet again next Tuesday. In the meantime, may clarity stay with you.
You know what's wild? Most people are still overpaying for car insurance just because it's a pain to switch. That's why there's Jerry. Jerry's the only app that compares rates from over 50 insurers in minutes and helps you switch fast with no spam calls or hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Before you renew your car insurance policy, do yourself a favor. Download the Jerry app or head to jerry.ai/Libsyn. That's JERRY.ai/LIBSYN.